Get ready for action, because the USMNT midfielder Johnny Cardoso is facing a major hurdle. He is scheduled to undergo ankle surgery, and this serious injury puts his availability for the World Cup into serious doubt. We dive into what this means for the national team's midfield depth and the upcoming tournament.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the big picture for the USMNT midfield as Johnny Cardoso is sidelined. We explore how Mauricio Pochettino might reshuffle the roster, with names like Tanner Tessman and Aidan Morris potentially stepping up to fill the gap left by the injury. We also take a deep dive into the broader impact of this injury on the squad, examining how other players like Sebastian Berhalter and Christian Roldan are looking to solidify their positions, and what other defensive options might be considered for the World Cup. Finally, we confirm the details. U.S. midfielder Johnny Cardoso is officially set to miss the World Cup due to a right ankle injury requiring surgery. Don't miss a single moment of this story. Stay locked in with us for all the latest updates. United States men's national team midfielder Johnny Cardoso is facing a significant setback as he is scheduled to undergo ankle surgery, raising serious questions about his availability for the upcoming World Cup. Reports from Channel YouTube on May 7 indicated that Cardoso sustained a high ankle sprain during Atletico Madrid training, an injury that requires surgery to repair the joint involvement in his right ankle. Atletico Madrid issued a statement confirming the procedure, noting that the American suffered a trauma during training that resulted in a high-grade sprain. Club sources, speaking anonymously, suggest that Cardoso is expected to be sidelined until at least the preseason, with recovery depending on physiotherapy and rehabilitation progress. Cardoso's injury is a major blow to the USMNT's midfield depth, with coach Mauricio Pochettino set to name the squad on May 26 in New York City. The absence creates a critical gap. Cardoso, who has 23 caps for the national team, has only featured once since the last Gold Cup, where he played 11 minutes in a March friendly against Belgium. Cardoso joined Atletico from Real Betis last summer, where he made 30 appearances across all competitions and contributed to the club reaching the Copa del Rey final. Soccer analyst Paul Tenorio noted that Cardoso's absence opens up a crucial midfield spot. With another player, Tanner Tessman, missing the season, the focus shifts to whether Pochettino will introduce another central midfielder. Potential candidates like Sebastian Berhalter, Christian Roldan, Aidan Morris, and Jack McGlynn could see increased opportunities. Alternatively, Pochettino might look to utilize Weston McKennie in a deeper role, or explore options for an attacking midfielder or winger, potentially boosting the chances for players like Gio Reyna or Alejandro Zendejas. The decision now rests on Pochettino's strategy for adding depth to the roster. Bosnia and Herzegovina has officially nominated its full squad for the 2026 World Cup, marking a significant step in their international football journey. The squad is headlined by 40-year-old striker Edin Džeko, who will serve as the captain for the team, coached by the former Borussia Dortmund, HSV, and Bayer Leverkusen attacker. Džeko was a key figure in Bosnia and Herzegovina's debut World Cup squad in 2014, contributing one of their 4 goals in the group stage exit. The team features a mix of experienced and emerging talent. Roger Milla is the only outfield player slated to participate after turning 40, following his appearance in the 1994 tournament in the USA. Other names expected to join the list this summer include Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo and Croatia's Luka Modric, both approaching the 40-year mark. The squad boasts several players with strong European pedigree. German-born Dejanis Bernic, a midfielder with a Bundesliga connection, is included, potentially linking him to next season's Bundesliga. Similarly, Karim Alajbegovic, who played strongly for RB Salzburg, is set to return to Bayer Leverkusen. The forward line is bolstered by established Bundesliga strikers Ermedin Demirovic and Haris Tabakovic, both known for their goal-scoring prowess. Defensively, the roster includes names like Sead Kolasinac and Nikola Kadic. Goalkeeping duties will be shared by Nikola Vasilj, who is aiming to increase his cap count, alongside Martin Zila-Mislik and Osman Hadžikic. The group stage schedule for Bosnia and Herzegovina begins in Toronto against Canada, followed by a match against Switzerland in Inglewood. The team will conclude their group stage in Seattle against Qatar, who are also participating for the second time in their history. This full 26-man list represents the first comprehensive selection from the 48 participants in the tournament, signaling a focused preparation phase for the upcoming global event. The United States men's national team faces a significant hurdle as midfielder Johnny Cardoso is scheduled to undergo ankle surgery, casting serious doubt on his availability for the 2026 World Cup. Atletico Madrid confirmed on Monday that Cardoso will be undergoing surgery on his right ankle following a high-grade sprain sustained last week. While he is not officially ruled out for the remainder of the club season, which concludes on May 24, the surgery makes it highly unlikely he will feature for Madrid, jeopardizing his participation with the USMNT. This injury compounds existing concerns for the national team, which heavily relies on Cardoso's presence in the midfield. The player had already been limited to just 45 minutes of action against Belgium during the March international break before returning to Madrid early to treat an aggravated injury. This latest setback is a major blow, particularly as Cardoso has been a formidable all-around player under Diego Simón, but Mauricio Pochettino has struggled to rely on him consistently due to recurring injuries. With the squad selection deadline approaching on May 26, the situation presents a tough choice for coach Pochettino. Although Tyler Adams is back with Bournemouth, Pochettino will need multiple defensive midfielders available, especially if Christian Pulisic continues to face scoring difficulties. Cardoso is considered the most logical replacement for Adams, but Tanner Tessmann and Aidan Morris are also key options. Tessmann, despite a recent muscle strain that ended his club season, offers the added versatility to play at center-back in an emergency, a trait that could be vital given the team's defensive depth. Morris has crucial games ahead in the championship playoffs for Middlesbrough, and a successful run to the Premier League would prepare him for the pressure of the World Cup. Other midfield options, Sebastian Berhalter and Christian Roldan, lack the defensive solidity offered by Adams or Cardoso. Given the current injury landscape, Pochettino may need to manage his players carefully. With centre-back Tim Ream returning to play and Patrick Agyemang sidelined, Cardoso's absence further strains the USMNT's depth. The hope remains that no further significant injuries occur before the summer tournament to ensure the team has its best players functioning at peak level. United States midfielder Johnny Cardoso is facing an uncertain future at the upcoming World Cup after being scheduled for right ankle surgery. The injury, which requires a procedure typically demanding several months of recovery, has been confirmed by his Spanish club, Atletico Madrid, on Monday. With the tournament commencing in just 1 month, the timing of the surgery and his potential return remains unclear, as Atletico Madrid has not provided a specific timeline for his recovery or the procedure itself. Cardoso sustained the ankle sprain during training last week. The injury is a significant blow to the U.S. squad, as the 24-year-old has accumulated 23 appearances for the national team since his debut in 2020. The U.S. squad kicks off its World Cup campaign on June 13th in Inglewood, California, facing Paraguay. The team, managed by Mauricio Pochettino, is also slated to compete against Australia and Turkey in Group D.